Okay guys, I'm so hyped right now, like, it just, I can't hold it in any longer, that I've seen this news, I've known about this news since pretty much it came out. I was refraining from doing a video on it because we need more information. I just can't go and splurt out whatever crap is going to come from this, because this is the most unofficial news leak ever, but it is on a very, very reputable site, that this is Cerebi. Cerebi pretty much only goes for hardcore news, and this is where we're starting to get on the edge of, like, heavy speculation and insanity. I'm not saying this doesn't exist, because this is what it sounds like. According to a close friend of the site, saw the movie, saw that ending trailer. Let's see if we can scroll down here really quick. You know, this ending trailer where it's like, yo, what's this Pokemon gonna be? Everyone's like, the Zygarde form shenanigans. So someone went and saw the movie firsthand, and then at the end of it, something very surprising happened. Apparently, a series of events similar to this, where it has the Pokemon the movie XY, suddenly the O of the Pokemon becomes an I, and it's this bright green blob that bounces across the Pokemon logo, waves around and smiles, or not even smiles, it doesn't have a face, but it waves around a bit, and then we go into the actual trailer that everyone was speculating about. And this is the news that we have. Now, also, there are a couple of other drawings, such as Blob number 1, and Blobs numbers 2 through 4, where this is just kind of weird looking stuff, and it seems like this Pokemon only has one eye. This one kind of takes it away, but you know, when we're looking at it from this kind of standpoint, people are saying it's a Shuppet, like it's some kind of like weird looking Pokemon thing, and no matter what, if it isn't related to anything that already exists, which we can pretty much confirm, like this isn't going to be Zygarde's alternate form or something, it seems like this is 7th generation. Now here's the thing about the 7th generation. I've been living for the 7th generation. That this is my jam right here. That I've been for the last couple months, I've been putting all my eggs in one basket, and that 7th generation is next year. 2016 holiday is when we get the 7th generation game, and this really is good for that, because since we're not getting any Pokemon news this year for a main series game, or it doesn't look like we're getting any kind of hardcore evidence because of Super Mystery Dungeon, this is nice. We get to see a little bit of a tease for the 7th generation, which means this movie comes out next year. We'll already have a buttload of information for 7th gen. Boom, reasonably confirmed for the 7th generation. If this is in fact some kind of Pokemon thing like, you know, we need more information, but here's the thing. It's illegal to film in Japanese movie theaters, and they are very strict about that. So that's where we're not seeing anymore. We just have a drawing. No one's gonna pull out their phone and almost get arrested because they just want to get a picture of this new Pokemon thing. Even though in reality, it seems very likely, you know, someone might sneak it. We might get some images here soon, but we don't know. So I've gone all the extra lengths here. I've gone all out for this one. I went to like Joe Merrick's Twitter, who is he's like the head of Cerebi. I was talking to him. I was like, I need more information. It's like, we don't have anything, you know, we gotta wait for a public reveal. And I'm like, oh cool, public reveal, that'll be like today or tomorrow, right? He's like, nope, probably some months. And he's also been talking to some other people, and he has responded with, he's still looking for news. He hasn't given up totally. If someone leaks an illegal image of this thing, he is going to be on it, and he's going to try to just say, like, yo, we have some more information going on. So, I haven't given up hope. Now, here's where it gets to the next level. This can really confirm 7th generation, and it can confirm something crazy. So what I was thinking is, even though this is a bright green blob, I keep like clicking on and off, this is a bright green blob, if it in fact has one eye, like most of these drawings suggest, and it has some kind of weird head shape to it, some people have been saying, oh, what if this is like a ghost grass type, starter type Pokemon or something like that? I'm thinking Baby Pokemon for Duskull. But how could that be? That means we're gonna have a 4-chain evolution in Pokemon. Well, I feel that there's only like one-eye Pokemon with 2 slots for an eye, and that's going to be Duskull. So that means this could be a baby Pokemon, which means if it is a baby Pokemon, now we're dealing with potential evolutions. That's going to be like the 4th gen all over again, maybe. Like, that would be one of the greatest things for the 7th generation. We get a nice batch of new Pokemon, and then we also get some old Pokemon getting baby forms, thus improving their story and their, like, evolution tree, and then we get evolutions for existing Pokemon. I'm waiting for that Dunsparce, so maybe it won't be as much of a Mega Heavy. We might still get a couple more Megas, but it might just be trying to, like, you know, round out some more of the series, you know, bringing some more Pokemon to competitive viability by giving them that extra evolution. Dunsparce, man. Dunsparce needs that. If it's not getting a Mega, that would be pretty sick. So now, it's green. What's it going to do in relation to having anything to do with Duskull? Well, my thought is that in cartoons, generally ectoplasm is like a glowy green substance, even though like the actual things behind ectoplasm go anywhere from like a creamy white to black, depending on whatever series is going on. But in cartoons, or some, like even with Ghostbusters, you know, it was kind of coined as this bright green slime kind of idea. So if this Pokemon's bright green, it might be an ectoplasmic Pokemon, which means that it still makes sense to be a pre-evolution of Duskull. It's just a blob of greenness, and then it becomes Duskull, and then now we have a 4-chain evolution in Pokemon, which might be the biggest upset possible, and it could be a really great thing for the series. Now, the only other crazy thing I can think about this being is that maybe it's kind of like a Tyrogue kind of deal, that it can either evolve into Duskull, or maybe it's Shuppet. That there are a lot of similarities to Shuppet as well, especially a lot of people are like, it's just a green Shuppet, is kind of the idea that people are coming up with. So the one eye means that it has Duskull capabilities, but if it's 2 eyes, that could be Shuppet. It looks like its face just kind of blurs and changes around, however, from these other drawings that we have. But I'm looking at this, and maybe if it is like, maybe it could be like that. It's still a baby Pokemon, but has relation to both Duskull and Shuppet. Now that would really mess up with Bayonet being just a possessed doll kind of theory, but that's something else. So maybe this could have something to do with that, but overall, baby Pokemon could be real if this does have relation to either of them, and that's my story, I'm sticking to it. So that's my speculation, that's my news. I'm going beyond on this one. I'm not like, yo guys, we got 7th generation made because we have a drawing of a Pokemon. I'm not here to just throw out the news for views. Let me pull up my Twitter as well. I even like asked on Twitter, I'm like, yo guys, do you want to see me do this? It's an overwhelming yes, do it. Yes, since I'm hyping up 7th gen, this news plays in your favor. Exactly that. So people, you know, as long as it's not less than 4 minutes. You know, I'm not in this one for the money. I'm not in this one for hyping up the views. I want to get my theory out there, and I'm really super excited. I want more information. I was waiting for more news. Like, that's why I didn't publish it this video the second I found out about it. I want more, but it looks like, you know, right now, as I'm recording this video, it's like midnight in Japan, or it's actually even later. So we're not gonna have someone go to the movies, stumble in, snap a picture, and then upload it. Pretty much the news is dead for today as of the time of making this video. So I can't, I wanted it. I wanted it so bad, but I have to get my theories out there, you know. I don't want anyone sniping my ideas. I feel this is great. 7th generation's a thing. Could just be the absurd 4th, and I'm going with it. It's a baby Duskull. It's baby Duskull, baby Pokemon, connection, 7th generation, confirmed 2016. All my eggs, one basket. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like for my excitement and my theories. And most importantly, have a nice day, because like I'm waiting. This is it. This is what I've been waiting for, guys.